guys, Joss out here in Singapore, and thank you so much for joining me on the Night Owl podcast. You guys, it's been quite the journey. I'm enjoying every step I take. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to take that step than other days, but I continually push myself. I'm continually just showing up as much as I can. I know there are moods that I get into where I really don't want to get on the mic, and there are days where, I just don't want to face the world at all. I kind of just hide and sleep it off. But I gotta show up, I gotta put in work, and that's part of the reason that I want to talk about this next quote that I got from James Clear. So I get James Clear's Atomic Habits. I think it's his 321 newsletter that comes in every so often. So he talks about 3 ideas from him, 2 quotes from other people, and then a question from me. And I like that concept. It's very, very interesting in the fact that it gets you thinking about a lot of different ideas, right? So the first one that came up, and I went back, I purposely did this. I went and sorted through all of my mail. I went back through all of James Clear's emails, and I went to the very first one that I had. And it says, take a simple idea and take it seriously. And he goes on to explain that something as simple as doing a few push-ups every day is a simple idea, but to take it seriously means you seriously make sure you do it every single day, because eventually your threshold for that stamina will increase, and it will become easier and easier to do 10 push-ups, and then you can push yourself to 15 or 20 or whatever the case may be. This is how, guys, when they're growing up, first start bulking up in their own homes without props, without gym equipment, without weights or any of those things, because it's all like calisthenic body weight kind of exercises. And I totally respect that, because I've been through that same phase where I thought I needed to, gain weight, and in order to do that, I needed to join a fitness class, or I needed to join a gym, I needed the equipment, I needed this, I needed that. And it's the same, not necessarily for gym stuff, but it's the same for entrepreneurship. Oh, I need this before I can succeed. I need that class or that certificate. I need this kind of equipment. I need. So then success is just around the next corner, right? Whereas if you were to think about it very, very simply put, what do you need next in order to create what you want to create, right? For me, if I want to create the body that is ideal for me, for my shape, my height, my weight, what feels healthy to me, if I want to create that, I got to start with little things like eating regularly. That's tough for me. That's a simple idea, but if I can make sure I eat 3 times a day with a couple of snacks in between, I know I will start to put on weight, right? To tone my body. In order to tone my body, I need to at least walk or run or work out in the house, and it needs to be something simple enough where I'm not going to make excuses to do it. It's just like, 5 minutes, I can do that, and I put in the work and it's done, right? A lot of times when I look at the podcast, I wouldn't have gotten to 900 plus episodes if I hadn't put in a little bit of work every day along the way. Now, this year was a little bit more off the beaten path. There was no consistency this year, but I wouldn't be able to catch up the way I am if I hadn't put in that consistent work way back in the beginning. I would have made excuses. I would have said, no, I don't have the mic. I don't have the studio. I don't have the egg crates on the wall. I don't have the soundproofing. And I would have made a bunch of excuses. If it hadn't been for Facebook Live audio, I would have never started this podcast. And honestly, I'm grateful, because that also means that I do it live. I leave it on the page, and that's it. I don't need to worry about editing. I don't need to worry about whether I go back and listen to it or not. I don't know if I made sense or not, but I just left it out there, and it's done. It's finished. It's a completed project. It's not the best possible product, but it's there. It's done. So I like the idea of this, taking a simple idea and making it serious, taking it seriously. He says something as simple as push-ups, right? The other example he gave was something as simple as saving 10% of your income is a simple idea. It is a very simple idea. 10% is not that much, you guys, but I know we have our wants and needs, right? The things we need to spend money on, and the things we want to spend money on. And so saving is not a very ingrained habit. Saving comes after you spend everything, is what most people do. But if you were to save first, as soon as that paycheck comes in, well, guess what? Your savings would grow. It would be a disciplined thing for you. And it is a very simple idea that you took seriously, and it works, right? You've made it as simple as possible where you can't make any excuses. It kind of just does it automatically. This is where direct deposit is freaking amazing, right? So these are the things that he made sure to make examples of. Another thing he mentioned was sending thank you notes as a simple idea. People forget how much customer service adds to the value of a sale. Like, I worked in hospitality, right? We have people that come in and book the most expensive rooms and everything, but they're not just booking the room itself. The room is a physical 4-walled entity. It doesn't have any character. It has like a couple of luxuries and everything, but the price you're paying is actually for the luxury of being served while in that room. people taking care of you, people calling to make sure you're okay, people setting, your reservations up, or setting wake-up calls up, or making sure that food is delivered to you if you have like an early flight. Like all of those little things that are customer service based mean the world to a customer and justify the price of anything because they feel like they're really being taken care of, that you know your customer very well. So something as simple as writing thank you notes is pretty damn simple, and it can be made into a serious concept so that it becomes part of your entity, your brand, your culture, right? And I think it's really, really impactful. So I didn't realize how much can come out of a simple idea when it's taken seriously. Honestly, lately I've been trying to make sure that I cook quality food. So I make sure that I buy quality ingredients. I keep it around the house. So when I, am bored or I'm running out of food, I have the ingredients that I would need to be able to make the kind of food that would be scrumptious as well as healthy and filling. Something as simple as making cakes, right? People would rather buy cake, it's convenient, but if I make the cake, it's something simple that I can take seriously, and it becomes this next level feeling inside the house. It's a luxury within your home, which is the kind of life I don't have to escape from, right? Whether it's buying clothes of quality and of such versatility that you can mix and match with all of your other clothes, and so you can expand your style in any kind of way. Maybe it's accessories, maybe it's, staples, neutral colors, or really well-fitted clothes, but in different designs so you can mix and match and you can have your, you can expand your wardrobe that way. Lots of simple ideas, really, really impactful stuff if I take it seriously. Another example would be, lately, baby girl has been like, I'm not doing so well in math. How do I fix this? So I told her, look, you come back from school early enough, and I know you want to play and stuff, but if you take half an hour, right, and you do a couple pages of math just to brush up on it, make it so that it's second nature to you. We do that every day, you can really improve your math skills. We actually bought a book that was supplementary to her curriculum for school. It was suggested by the math teacher. And I set her to work, y'all. Like seriously, if she's in a good mood and she knows this about her attitude, she gets in a good attitude, she starts her work, she will knock out 20 pages in an hour. And then I can actually go back through and see, okay, well, where are you making the mistakes? And we can fine tune her logic when it comes to the math. And we did that every day for a whole month. We finished that book, and she elevated her game when it came to her math skills. So the plus and the addition and subtraction got a lot easier, and she understood the concept of word problems. Everybody has problems with word problems, right? So she understood the concept of word problems, where to highlight and underline, and to take each line at a time because she had the practice. So something as simple as that. I've done that with my stepson too. We went through algebra. He was failing. And so a little bit every day we worked on it. We took the textbook back home and we started working through all of the exercise problems, because they don't do all of them like we did when we were in school. They have supplementary worksheets that come along instead. So we used the workbook. We did it every day. And guess what? We turned that F into an A by the end of the school year because we were systematic about it. We were strategic about all of that work, and we put in work daily. So if I haven't driven the point home yet, the point is you can take a simple idea and you can take it seriously, and it becomes next level stuff. I've had friends of mine who were music producers. They wanted to become really big in the music industry. They wanted to make beats for a living. They loved it, right? So I told them, look, if you can produce a beat every day, right? Every day, just one beat every day. If it's from your phone, if it's from your computer, whatever the case may be, you produce a beat every day. Well, guess what? At the end of the month, you got 30 tracks. And guess what? People sell off bunches of tracks at a time. I can't remember the word for it. There's like a collection basically. So you can have the November collection, which means there are going to be a couple of fire beats in there, and then there are going to be a couple of beats that are like, okay, they're all right. Somebody can sample them and they can make it into something better. Maybe they see it, the potential in that track itself. So the point is, the more you do something, the more often you do something, the less time it eventually takes, the less effort it eventually takes, and it becomes part and parcel of your creative process. Like there's a specific time of day that you choose to go ahead and like put in work to create a beat or whatever. Or maybe you're a writer, you write a page every day, and before long you got 30 pages of a manuscript or a script for a screenplay, or part of a book you're about to publish. This is how big things start. It's by little pieces put in every day consistently. A simple idea taken seriously. And I really, really appreciate James Clear for that quote. That was amazing. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've done lately that is a simple idea that you've implemented seriously and that you're seeing results from. There's, plenty of before and after takes on gym workouts and, transformation journeys and stuff. But some of these transformations you can't take pictures of, but you've built the portfolio, you've built the archive of tracks or collection of photographs that you've taken. It could be a picture a day that you take every day, right? And then suddenly you have an album. 30 pictures is an album. That's plenty. So whatever it is, I hope you dedicate yourself to that one idea. Make it a simple one so it's not so hard to implement. Pick a time of day that's easiest for you to kind of put that together and do it daily and see what comes up. All right, you guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.